It's time for the Joe Show. 75 seconds of reflection for the Westerville school staff from your superintendent. And now, here's Joe. Hey guys, welcome to the Joe Show. It's Wednesday. Last week, I asked you to pick a playoff team that was going to win. 213 of you had guesses, and 77 of you selected the Browns. So I personally blame every one of you for jinxing them. Go Ravens. All right. So anyway, a lot of you got the Cowboys killed a lot of you. The Eagles killed a lot of you. 94 people ended up having a correct selection. And Ann Trimble, an ed tech coach, selected the Bills. Bills beat them Steelers. And so Ann was selected from the hat. She won a $25 gift card to Starbucks. All right. Hey, I got a new car recently, and I don't want you to think, oh, here, new guy, superintendent, new job, buys a new car. That's not it. I am a believer that cars are a horrible investment, and I keep my cars forever. In fact, my wife and I are kind of on a plan. Like we keep our cars for at least 10 years. And so my previous car, I had a Honda Element for 10 years. I had 250,000 miles on it. And then I just had a Honda CRV. 2014 Honda CRV that had 223,000 miles on it. And so every 5 years, my wife will get a new car or I'll get a new car. So we only have one car payment at once and we keep our cars for 10 years. So it was my turn. And so I got I love Hondas, love the Hondas, but I was just tired of them. I had them for the last 20 years. So I bought a Subaru. Love the Subaru, having a great time with it. But one of the things about it, it has this option. I don't know if it was an option or not. It came on the car. When you open the door, on the ground, there's like a circle of light that shows it's a Subaru Outback. It has like the logo on the ground and it kind of lights up your feet. I did not ask for it. It came on the car. And when my wife saw it, she's like, oh, fancy, fancy. And I'm like, I don't like it. Um, it looks silly. It's kind of vain to me. I'm not sure what the story is with this. And she reminded me of a couple of things. She said, you know what? Why don't you instead of complaining about the option you don't like, why don't you think about all the great things that are in this car? Count your blessings. Think about the good, like the heated seats and um, the safety features that I've never had on my car before that tells me when I'm in the wrong lane or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, that's pretty true. But it does have some good options. In fact, I guess every car has some options you don't like, right? There are some things that you wish it were a little better. I had that with my CRV. My back would get sore whenever I drive, a couple hours or more. My back would get sore just because of the seat or whatever. So there's always something you don't like. But this is the even wiser part. My wife said, you know what? It's true for people also. People have options that you don't like. But why don't you just pay attention to the things that you do like instead of the options you don't like? And I thought, man, that's pretty wise, right? Because people are people, and there is probably something about everyone that just rubs you the wrong way, right? Kind of irritates you. Oh, I wish they didn't do this. I wish they didn't grind their or scrape their fork on their teeth, or I wish they would say nuclear right, or I wish that they would, whatever it is. I wish they wouldn't, they got some halitosis. You know what I'm saying? There are options. Everybody has things about them that you can find negative in, but and it's true for students, and it's true for your colleagues, right? Anybody, you can find something that can irritate you. But if all you ever do is look for the things that irritate you, then you steal from yourself the opportunity to enjoy all the wonderful things about those people, right? Everybody's got lots and lots of good things about them. So don't get set off by the options that you don't like. And by the way, everybody has something about them you kind of don't like. You also have something about you that people don't like. I know I do. We all do. None of us is perfect. We all have strengths and weaknesses. So this is what I don't want you to do. I don't want you to go and think, well, how can I correct all those things that people don't like about me? That's not being yourself. Be yourself, right? And know that that people are human. We all have pluses and negatives. We all have great things and faults, and some things that people see as a great thing, others see as faults, and some things that people see as faults are great things. Let's just embrace each other for what we are, which is fallible human beings who are working really hard, do the best we can, and sometimes we annoy people, and sometimes people annoy us. But don't focus on that. Focus on the good. Our work is far too important to be negative about stuff. So stay positive, look for the good, and when that light comes on my feet, I'm going to be grateful that I can see if my shoes are untied or whatever. Um, and I hope you do the same, right? Keep the good in mind in everybody you come across, and also think about those things that you have. Don't try to fix them; just be aware of them. Okay. That's all I got. Have a great week, and I'll see you next week on The Joe Show.